Hey, this is Rick Kasalj, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I'm going to go through your hip flexor and back pain. Now, when it comes to the hip flexor, if it ends up being tight, what it does is it ends up pulling your back out of ideal alignment. So I'll get Andrea to demonstrate. So I'll just get you put your hand on your shoulder. There we go. So looking at the side here, if you end up having tight hip flexors, what happens is the pelvis goes forward and then the curvature in your back ends up changing. And this change in curvature ends up putting a weak spot in your spine. And with that weak spot, it increases the risk of back pain occurring. Now, it might not happen the first time, but over multiple repetitions, hundreds and thousands of repetitions, it could end up irritating things and leading to a back injury or full-blown back pain. Now, the other thing that ends up happening with the hip flexors will end up locking out, so you end up losing movement in the hips. And I'll get Andrea to kind of demonstrate with the body weight squat. So if things end up locking out in the hips, you don't have good movement in the hips, other things have to pick up the slack. So get you to a couple repetitions. So the low back will have to pick up some of the slack, or your knees will end up having to pick up the slack, or your neck and shoulders will end up having to pick up the slack. Perfect. So there you go. If you end up having back pain, take a look at your hip flexors. Your hip flexors have ended up changing the curve in your spine. They've ended up leading to a weak spot in your spine. And then also that locking up of the hips has ended up putting greater stress on another part of your body, like your knees, back, shoulder, or neck. Now, if you're looking for some tips and tricks when it comes to what to do about hip flexor tightness or hip pain, what I recommend for you to do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tricks That Fight Hip Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send that brand new free report, and I'll send you that brand new free report right away. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile device, tablet, smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link. Let me know where to send that brand new free report, and I'll send it to you right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe in order to get future pain relieving videos.